6:24 right now on this Saturday morning. In our pet segment this morning, common summer accidents you can avoid. We have Dr. Tony Kremer here along with Boots the dog. I know Boots the monkey, but this is my first Boots the dog. Welcome.
Hi there. A few things we want to talk about are some things that are ways to save money on veterinary bills. A lot of people think, hey, maybe I might skip my shots this year or skip my heartworm preventative, but the bigger picture is the unexpected expenses for accidents that happen. And all summer we see very similar things, and they're things that can be avoided if we know about them beforehand.
So the first thing that you can prevent is burned paws?
Yeah, summertime, we've all been walked on that hot asphalt or the concrete or hot sand, and you go, wow, I can't even stay here. You know, a lot of times when we have shoes on, we don't realize that our dogs are barefoot, and they can easily get blisters or second-degree burns on their paws. Something we really want to watch out for.
So what can you do?
Well, number one, I mean, you just have to, have some common sense and stay away from those areas, or make sure that they're wet or cooled down, or just, just that you're aware of that. Another thing that we see is a lot of times in the parks, people discard charcoal after they've grilled, and pets will get into that. And so another thing to watch out for, burned feet, something that we see, relatively commonly.
Once they do, if it does happen, what can you do? Is it kind of like human skin where you run it under cold water?
Yeah, that helps. Most of the time people don't realize it until they've already blistered, and then they need to be into the vet.
Right. And then the second thing, you mentioned the discarded charcoal, a lot of barbecues, but ingested garbage too, leftover food.
It kind of leads into the same thing when people are picnicking. I was in the park last week, a lot of discarded chicken bones, rib bones. The dogs are eating that, and some of the owners are even thinking, hey, that's great, he found a snack. Well, we do a lot of operations over this period of this summertime to take things like that out of dogs, which can be a really big expense and dangerous for the pet.
Yeah, and knee injuries are also common too in pets.
Well, a lot of pets have had a sedentary wintertime. They've took it easy, and they are now very active, and they're playing frisbee, they're running around in the park, and they'll get joint injuries like hip problems or knee problems.
Yeah, we brought a little prop here to show you.
Yeah, very common things, and probably the biggest predisposing factor is pets being overweight. If they're carrying some extra pounds from the winter, these joint problems are way more common. So I've also put this out here because there's a new miracle medicine for weight loss in pets called Slentrol. Talk to your veterinarian about that. It's been working great to get the weight off these dogs and prevent a lot of these same injuries.
Yeah, and you can head out yourself to exercise along with your pets, which is always
good for both of us.
All right, Dr. Kremer, thanks so much.
And
for more information, you can just call the Chicago Veterinary Association. The number is there up on your screen, 630-325-1231. And right now it's 6:26, and look at my hair. You can't tell with yours. We're heading inside. It's windy out here today. Coming up in our next half hour, Congress breaks for summer vacation, but why does